But yeah, but essentially that's it.
You guys.
Hey, Eric. Eric.
Show stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, I thought you'd been here. Come on, I got something to show you. This would be great. You'll love it. Sorry to
Wait.
interrupt you. Come on, let's go.
Wait, I got
now.
my banquet right now.
Well, you'll get it. You won't be late.
Okay.
You'll love this.
Is that a 57 Chevy?
That is a 57 Chevy, and we're going back in history. Let's go. Come on. All right. Climb in the back. All right, this is going to be great. Eric, I'm so glad I found you. Meet Jason. Jason's our chauffeur today. I'm going to show you some stuff
Thanks,
from
Jason.
the history of Young Life. It's going to be, you'll be amazed. Well, Eric, here it is.
Right here?
This is the house that Young Life started with. This is the home of Herb Knight. Herb Knight was starting a new nonprofit called Missionary Supply Lines, and Leonard Hansen was helping him. Leonard Hansen had just learned about Young Life, and he started Young Life in Woodlake in 1952. A year later, Herb, with the help of a few friends, started Young Life in Kingsburg in 1953. So this is where it all started. Herb led Young Life Club from 1952 till 1970, and he came up with this idea about having a storefront downtown on Draper Street that kids could come to for club. And that's it, right there. Now it's a Squeaky's Boutique, but then it was just a vacant warehouse, and they made it into a club place.
So you used to have club here in the 70s?
Yes, they had this in 1970s when we put it together, and what Herb did, he was ready to step out of Young Life, and he got some of his former club kids to come and help, and they led the club from 1970 to 1975. And these folks had started getting very busy with their businesses and their families, and they got to the point where they just couldn't do Young Life anymore. And so from 1975 to 1979, there was no Young Life active in Kingsburg. So in 1979, some former Young Life kids of Herb called me and asked if I would come back to Kingsburg and start Young Life up again. I'd been on Young Life staff for 9 years in Northern California, and it just worked out that it was a great time for us to move back. So Jane and I and our boys moved back to Kingsburg in 1979. Club grew, and we found this place right here, which is now Fugazi's. It was a vacant used furniture store, and we had Young Life in there for 3 weeks until they rented it out to somebody else. When we got kicked out of the used furniture store, we looked for another place, and I found this one up here. It was the old Dodge garage, Dodge dealership in Kingsburg. Van Bearden owns the building now for his insurance agency, and we were in that building for about 5 years. It was a great place to meet. Kids sitting on the floor, still singing music, but now we're singing with guitars instead of pianos. It was a great place to hang out with kids, and it was just ideal. Coming up to this next place, after the Dodge garage was sold by Harry Aslan, he said, hey, I've got another building, and you're welcome to use it. It needs to be cleaned up. It's been sitting vacant for years. I've used it just for kind of storing watermelons in the summer.
For the festival?
Yeah, for the Watermelon Festival. You just bring things in there. And anyway, so it used to be the Kingsburg supermarket, and then he had it for this storing watermelons to ship them out. And he said, you guys can use it. Just clean it up, and you're welcome to use it. So now it's right around the corner here. We're coming up to that old building. Some people don't know it, but that's where the Kingsburg Police Department is. That building was the Kingsburg supermarket, and it was a Young Life house for about 2 years.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I keep all the kids that I work with out of the police station now.
And then he sold it again, and we were on the street. And I mean literally on the street. We met outside the village flower shop in the back, in the open, in their parking lot in the back. And we did that as long as we could until it got too cold. And then we moved in my house for the rest of the year. That's when we started looking for a permanent place to house Young Life. lost the use of the old Kingsburg supermarket, the Young Life Committee and others in the community started looking for a permanent place. That was hard. We looked and looked for about a half a year, and God led us to a house that is absolutely perfect for Young Life's place in the community, and we're going to see it in just a minute up here.
Was it for sale?
It wasn't for sale. That was the amazing thing about it. But the family said, well, if we can find another house in town, that we're happy to sell it. And God provided some money for us to get started, and in a matter of a few weeks, we owned the building. So here we are coming up on the building. You can see it was just a house. We emptied out the garage and made it a club room. We could hold, 100 kids in there. And it became the place for Young Life for about 8 years or so. And then we decided, and with the help of some very generous donors, we built this project right here. And that's the Young Life facility, which has a 6,000 square foot gymnasium, kitchen, bathrooms. It's just an absolute amazing thing that God provided so that we could enlarge our ministry to kids in Kingsburg.